Well, hello guys, welcome back. I'm sitting in the dirt because it's freaking hot, but the neighbor cut down a living tree on my property. I am not happy, and I went and I just lost it at Inari and Loki's altar, and I was yelling, someone has to do something, and I distinctly got it's taken care of. And this couldn't have happened at a possible worse time because Inari is being very pushy and very insistent, and I am resisting because I hate nothing more than being pushed into something. And Inari and I are having enough trouble getting along as it is, and then this happened. So I was really yelling. I said, if you want to really prove you're going to improve my life, do something. And I got it taken care of. Now, I don't know how it's taken care of. By God, that's taken care of. So I don't know. But if he comes on my property and wants his 20 bucks, because he knocked on my door after he cut it down and said he's going to want 20 bucks, I just looked at him. I told him to just leave it. And he's like, no, he's going to come back and haul back. And I'm like, leave it. And he's not listening. I'm getting really angry. I'm not going to hurt anybody because I'm not a violent person, but I'm getting really angry. So I put it in Nari's hands, and Nari's like, it's handled. Because he did this so he could get money. And let's make it clear, again, he has plenty of money. He's always up having breakfast, a full breakfast. He's always up buying cigarettes and beer. He's always up at the DQ. He's always up doing all this shit, with extra spending money. There is no way that he needs 20 bucks from me. He did this to, like, force me into a corner. Oh. Baron has a very evil sense of humor. Baron's like, give him the $20. Go ahead, give it to him. So yeah, maybe he will get his $20 and be very, very sorry. So I share that, guys, with you because usually, there are times that you have to you have to go to the kami or the gods or the loa or whomever for justice. And you'll feel really shit about it, excuse my language, because we're always taught by this Christian society to turn the other cheek in that. But if people are walking on you and taking advantage and you can't afford a lawyer and you know the cops won't come, it is perfectly legitimate to go to the Loa, to go to Loki, to go to the Kami, to go to whomever you work with and say, hey, I'm being taken advantage of. I know I am. I'm powerless to fight. Maybe you don't have the personality to fight. Maybe you're like me and you'll always, in the end up pitying these people and giving them your hard-earned money, and then you'll be really angry at yourself and you feel shit about it, excuse my language, because you know you should stand up for yourself, but you just don't have that kind of personality because you're too nice to people. So that's when you put it in the God's hands and you say, I've had enough. I've had enough. I know I'm being walked on, but I don't have the personality to fight back, or I won't fight back against whatever, or whatever. Sometimes resistance is the best you can do, so we shall see what happens, but I just wanted to record that so you guys know it is okay to get righteously angry. It was a perfectly healthy tree he cut down. It was my mother's tree, which is a great way to put yourself on my good side. That was the last thing I had on my mother's. I mean, yeah, I have bric-a-brac in the house, but you know what I mean. That was the last living connection I had to my mother. He cut it down. It's really curious how he cut it down, because I know he'll want to sell the wood then. And so he'll be making $20 I never asked on work I never asked him for, and then making money on the wood. Thank you for Papa. Papa Lee was back there too. So yeah, sometimes you have to go to the gods, and something you have to get used to as a witch. Sometimes people need punished, and the law's not going to punish them because the law doesn't consider it worth their time, and you can't afford a lawyer, and maybe your neighbors are like in cahoots with these people, or like your family's in cahoots with them, or it's something society sees as totally acceptable. You know what I mean? There's like, oh, boys will be boys, and what can you do, and stuff like that. That's when you go to the gods and you put it in their hands. And if they deal out rough justice, they deal out rough justice. No, let me add a caveat. That does not mean that when you get angry at someone, you go and you smash them in the face and you say, well, the gods will defend me. No, you don't commit any wrong in response to a wrong. You put it in the hands of the gods. Unless, of course, you fancy going to jail. But no, you don't hurt people. You don't have to put a death curse on them or anything else. You just go to the gods and you tell them you're angry and you tell them you want it taken care of. I was ranting, and I was ranting the way I rant to Lacenta. I said what I would really like to happen, but I know is not going to happen, but I want justice. So you are perfectly welcome to ask Loki for justice, ask Papa Legba for justice, ask Inori for justice, whomever you work for, or with, or whatever. So I figured I'd make you guys a video. If I didn't say it this time, it's really hot today, which is why I don't have any lights on, and we're just getting this weird effect of me sitting in a totally black room, which is not happening. But if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.